Let us take Tupperware. Okay. When they analyze the data, what is the reason for decline in sales, and what is the reason for low sales?
The reason is that
Number one, copying in different markets, similar copying of different markets. Okay, a similar product is offered at 50% of this price. So copying, number one. Number two, that's duplicated product. That's number one. Number two, sales happened, but they were adamant in telling that we will sell only through MLM. It will not be available for sale in the malls or stores and showrooms. They said we will sell it only through networks. We'll sell it only through what? Networks. But people started buying online, or they started buying in stores. So store I find with different types of products. I don't find this. Okay. So not changing to the market situation. That is number two. Number three, Tupperware products are durable. You purchase a bottle, it can be used for 3 years, 4 years. About 3 years, the bottle sale. You reach out Tupperware customers, you sold the water bottles or the tiffin boxes or whatever. Will you be able to sell again after 6 months? No. Because of the durability of the product, customer did not buy again. Mata water can purchase for 6 months, replace for Tupperware purchase for 3 years, it is useful. If customers are not coming back, then whom you will sell? Okay, that is the problem. Durability sometimes causes what? Durability causes sometimes what? Problem. In the analysis, we call it as which analysis? Descriptive analysis. What is the next one? What is diagnostic analysis? Why this has happened? Why this has happened? Historical data is mined to understand the past performance and look at the reason behind success or which one? Failures. Okay. So analyze the reason for which one? Success or which one? Failure. For example, our contribution margin is 50%. Others' contribution margin is average 30%. What is the meaning? Our contribution margin is 50%. Others' margin is 30%. We can say we are earning more profit than the others. That is possible. Since you are earning more profit, you are overpricing the products. So customers do not buy it. Customers do not buy it. They go to the substitutes. So analyzing the historical data, diagnosing them, and giving a proper information as to why, what, etc. Okay, we have got 10 machines which has to produce 8,000 units, but average production in the past is only 7,000. Why? There is a 1,000 units lack. Use the past data, diagnose it, analyze it. Why there is a 1,000? It can be because of worker change over time. Workers arrive at the factory and half an hour late they start the machine. Change over time, job change over time, improper machine, power shutdowns. You analyze the reasons into internal and external. That is called as which analysis? Diagnostic analysis. What is the next one? Predictive analysis is nothing but what will happen. What will happen? Okay, given the historical data, given the various situations, what will happen in the future? It can be profit, it can be sales, or it can be production, or it can be efficiency and the money. What is likely to happen in the money? What is likely to happen? For example, you are doing a construction work. Okay, there is a new contract we are going to execute. Within what time the work will happen? You construct a network diagram, then find out within what time the work can be completed. Number two, what is the cost of completion? How many workers it will be required? What is the profit from the contract? What is the chance of paying penalty to the customer for not completing the work on time? So you work out what is likely to happen. What is likely to happen? What is the next one? Prescriptive analysis is nothing but what needs to happen. What needs to happen means, okay, what is expected to happen. Predictive analysis is nothing but what is likely to happen. This is what should happen. What should happen? Clear? So, based on the forecast situations, okay, the analysis is used to interpret what? The data, and data will be applied and take the advantage of the situation and create which one? Value and the money. What should happen in the perspective analysis, and predictive analysis is what? What is going to happen? So what is business intelligence? Now, what is the first one? Data. What is the next one? Information. What is the third one? Knowledge about the information. Third one is which one? Understanding the situation. Understanding the situation and taking a decision and implementing that particular decision for what? Action. Okay. What will be the future of CMA US course? Number one, data. Data of what? Past students data venuma, current data venuma, or data of last 3-4 years of IMA registrations venuma. So data should be relevant. I don't need 10 crore students data. I need students who are pursuing commerce stream, number one. Those who are working, number two. Number three, past 3-4 years registration data. Past 3 years registration data. Then process information. Students doing the course, full-time doing the course, and working professionals doing the course. Then knowledge is nothing but both theoretical and which one? Practical understanding of something. And okay, it is like what they perceive about the course, okay, what they think about the course while joining and the mari. Insight is nothing but a deeper understanding of complex situation. Number one, employment market. Number two, IMA increasing the fees. IMA keeps saying what? Increasing the fees. IMA is not offering discount to the students. IMA is not providing study resources free. IMA is not active nowadays in giving employment or employment portal for the CMA students. Okay, so they just collect the money and leave you in street and the okay, so insight you take it. Accordingly, you take which one? Strategic decisions where, I mean, whether to offer the class or not, whether to, for example, recommend to the students or not, because if I recommend CMA US course to you, if you don't get employment, we will not ask IMA. You will ask me only. Sir, na padichu pass pante vela kedikilene yaar keppinga. IMA ke money enna vandu keppinga. So the mari. So getting an insight on developing, okay, you pass IMA, CMA US. Thereafter, can you go and work in a company? No. You require an experience. For example, you come to my company and work. We learned about cloud computing. How the cloud computing works for my company, you should work in my company only, then you have experience. So creating a job experience, creating which one? A job experience. Complete part 1 and part 2. Immediately don't apply for job. 6 months get trained under a cost accountant or in a company or in a particular place. Get exposed to your tax filing or exposed to a reconciliation, exposed to business analytics, in data analytics, etc. and all, or basic coding and machine learning, etc. you do over a period of 6 months, develop the skills, then go for employment. That is what? Developing an insight. Then accordingly you take which one? Strategic decisions. Okay, so it's like you complete the course, thereafter if you're not working, get a 6 months or 7 months live experience under a chartered accountant or a cost accountant or in an industry, then of course implement that into action, like informing the students or creating a network of cost accountants or the companies where the students will be trained by them. If they are good, they will be inducted in the same company, kind of a thing. So that is what we call it as which one? Business intelligence. Simple, knowing what you are doing and talking about what the information is that is required. And the Rumba simple. For running Bharadwaj, okay, whether we want to know about how DMK operates, ADMK operates, TVK operates, that data is irrelevant. That data is what? Irrelevant. So much data comes. Is it relevant to me? NEET coaching, IIT coaching data is available. Is it that relevant to me? Platforms are available. Is it that relevant to me? Clear? So, for example, a lot of exhibitions are being conducted. Should we have to put a stall for Bharadwaj Institute over there? You have to ask which exhibition. If it is overseas studies, definitely they will not look into this. If it is going to be science exhibition, they will not look into commerce. If it is commerce exhibition, in the commerce exhibition, what? Is it exhibition for colleges? Is it exhibition for maybe like B schools? Okay, you have to see knowledge. Then you develop the insight. Then accordingly you take the decision whether to go with it or not. Okay. So there are components. What is the first one? Data warehouse containing which one? Source data. Analyze the data. Then business performance management component will be there. A user interface. It will be usually in the form of which one? Dashboard, where you get the information, required information. Okay, this is a most important thing. Okay, big data. What even be big data? Yes, it told the data of students. That is called as which one? Big data. Adale, what is the structured data? Structured data, students database we maintain. For example, students database can be obtained from different sources. Okay, India, you've got informal sources as well as what? Formal sources. Through various social network, through various other things, data is sold. Data is getting what? Sold on the market. Adale, what is structured data? You will be, complete data will be available. Segmented data will be available. Age-wise classification will be available. Gender-wise classification will be available. Qualification-wise classification available. Then their previous education, qualification-wise experience, things are available. Demographic will be available. Demographic will be available. Income, etc. category will be available. So structured data will have what? Values, separate values in which the information can be taken. What is unstructured data? Student's name and mobile number. Only this data is available. What course they have done, or what they are doing now, or where they belong to. Is it India or abroad or which state? Okay. So are they working or not? No. These are all students' data. That's it. Are they in 7th standard or 8th standard, 10th standard? Are they for example, some college students, etc.? No. That is called as unstructured data. Semi-structured data, some format may be there, but you have to reformat. Structured data, transaction data, customer data, financial data, employee data, vendor data, the complete information will be available. For example, vendor data, name of the company, their PAN, their GST number, their address, what product they supply, which component part they supply, what is the time taken for supply, ranking done by you. Vendor, what is the ranking? What is the priority you can give while processing the order on the market? So vendor data can be there. Employee data, what will be there? Employee ID, their name, their date of joining, date of retirement, their scale of pay, then their details about their residence and other things. Even blood grouping may be available sometimes. Okay. Then what is their advances taken, legal actions taken, or actions taken by the company? They are called as which data? Structured data. What is unstructured data? I'm having collection of 50,000 emails. In a purpose. Call center communications. Sometimes a communication will come to you asking for a credit card or asking for a personal loan. Student ke personal loan, student ke credit card on the market. Contracts entered into, audio and video recording. Best example, your mobile phone. Or download the class and search. If you find Bharadwaj class, you are great. Because there are 24,000 files. In that, which is having CMA US class, very difficult. That is unstructured on the market. Untagged photo means the ungrouped photos. Ungrouped photos, simply your gallery in the market. Semi-structured means you can have XML data, CSV data, HTML data, server logs, okay, hashtags, etc. They are called as what? Semi-structured data. What is the advantage of hashtag? For example, a student searches or a person searches. Okay, for example, electronic vehicles. Hashtag electronic vehicles or the data will be available in the internet kind of a thing. CSV is nothing but comma separated value files. Normally, when you export your contact, it will get stored as which one? CSV file or store. Clear where? It is a semi-structured, which means for the particular person, data will be available. CSV file or array click panninga, person's name, mobile number, email ID, etc. will be available. But the data is not totally structured. There will be empty columns. There will be empty columns and irrelevant information will be there. That is called as what? Semi-structured data. Okay. So simple, unstructured data, you try to convert into semi-structured data, and structured data always helps you to analyze the data very, very easy. Big data. Number one, volume, the amount of data. Velocity, the speed at which the data gets what? Changed. Variety, different forms the data can be recognized on the money. Veracity means the accuracy of data. Accuracy of which one? Data. For example, list of medical practitioners in Chennai. List of medical practitioners in Chennai. How much amount of data will be there? 10,000 doctors may be there. Next, velocity. Okay, how frequently the data gets changed? For example, practicing medical professionals going for employment in a hospital, employment people coming for practice in the Mari. How frequently the data changes? How frequently the clinic changes? How frequently they change from one location to another location on the Mari? Sometimes it may change or sometimes it may be static also. If you look at out of the 10,000 doctors data, 8,000 may be static and 2,000 will be what? Dynamic. They'll keep on shifting their place, name, employment, occupation, residence, etc. and all. That is velocity. What is the next one? Variety. Whether all the doctors do the same thing? Clear. It includes psychiatrist, cardiologist, neurologist, urologist, and so many people will be there. That variety of data. Variety of data. Why do you require variety? Because when you want to sell medicines related to cardiac issues, you require data only with respect to which one? Cardiac medical practitioners data. Okay. What do you mean by veracity? Accuracy of data. Data is there, you make a call that goes to some wrong number or the phone is out of range or you visit that place, the place is not there in the money. So these things are determining which one? The big data. These are the 4 things that are required. Volume, velocity should be there, variety should be there, and which one? Veracity should be there. And of course, variability also will be there. Okay, 2 additional characteristics is nothing but variability. What do you mean by variability? Changes during seasons, changes during the over a period of time. It can be during seasons or it can be during, for example, working hours, non-working hours. There is nothing called as which one? Variability. What is the next one? Value. The data used for the benefit and data used for the benefit and that is called as what? The benefit that an organization receives from data. For example, in my place, one person wanted to contest an election. One person wanted to contest in which one? Election. He was standing for a councillor thing for about 50,000 votes. 50,000 votes polling is required to, nominate this person as a chairman or a councillor like that. So, what is the data we got? I said, you go by data. You go by which one? Data. Don't print handbills and that is costly. Everybody does it. Number 1. Number 2, don't go to home because you're disturbing them. I'll be working, you're disturbing me. Number 3, don't go with volume speakers, advertisements, etc. That is traditional. Don't create posters and stick because people look at you down because you're not a good politician because you are dirtying the road, dirtying the place, unnecessarily organizing the mobs, etc. And going alone will not give you what? The image. So you have to always have 10 or 20 people around you, should go as a gang for campaign. To avoid this, what to do? Get a data. How to get a data? Okay, simple. Let it be Vodafone, let it be Airtel, or let it be Jio, or let it be Telecom Ministry. They maintain your data. Okay, the pin code in which he was contesting is 638,103. 638,103. In that pin code, get the data of people with their mobile number. Send a bulk WhatsApp. And don't create WhatsApp groups. If you create WhatsApp groups, your data can be stored by somebody else. Create announcement group. What is announcement group? 10 groups you create, you add the numbers, create an announcement group where the participants cannot see the others' data. Participants cannot see which one? Others' data. Then communicate your information. What do you want to do for them? What is the problem faced? Let it be drinking water, or let it be, for example, sanitation, let it be health, or maintenance of road, or maintenance of street lamps, or the problem faced. These are the problem faced by you. I'll address this problem if I come. So it directly goes to the hand of the people. Okay, during the leisure time, they just open and see, oh, this person is going to do this, etc. and all. Remember, that had a better reach. Okay, you won in the election also. against the DMK, ADMK and other parties, etc. and all, he was standing on his own. The Swayachin earlier, he won in the election. How? Simple. Number one, the volume of data. There were about more than 80,000 data. There were more about what? 80,000 data. Clear? Of course, people do not change mobile number once in a month. At least 1 year they will maintain an MRI. Variety of data. Okay, where you will find the data was available age-wise also. Will you send marketing information for 12 years old, 15 years old? Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Then veracity means accuracy of data. This pin code these people are using, or this is the data on the MRI. Then variability. Okay, sometimes, okay, the person having a pin code would have changed the address in the MRI. Sometimes inconsistent data also can be there. The benefit the organization derives from data. We process the data, we send the information, we make them as voters, supporters, they support you, you contest and win the election. Where, what is the cost of this? WhatsApp is free. Data alone, you pay the cost. Digital transformation, promotion, etc. and all, it is coming at a lower cost. At a lower cost, you achieve your thing. That is called as the V's of data. Definitely, it is useful for any organization. What is the next one? Data science. What do you mean by data science? Clear. Structured, unstructured, and semi-structured data extract information that can be used to develop the knowledge and insight for forecasting and which one? Strategic decision making. Okay. Simple. You throw a form in a public forum. You throw a form in a public forum. It can be Telegram group, or it can be LinkedIn, or it can be Facebook or Insta. Throw a form with the content information telling that if you are interested in this product, if you're interested in the product, okay, just click the link and join. The number of people filling the form will tell you, okay, what is the value they are going to create. Okay, for example, nowadays you can find advertisements, diabetes management and reversal. They put in the forum. Thereafter, that goes to the target audience. The people fill the form, attend the seminars. You find people attending these workshops and seminars keeps increasing, which means what? Number one, it's unstructured data. You structure it. Okay, these people are interested. These people may join the diabetic reversal program. Through that, you create which one? Sales, leads, marketing, programs, and other things. That is what is called as which one? Data science, where you use algorithm and processes, extract the data knowledge and insight from that particular data. Okay. Who's a data scientist? Who does data mining and provides what? The accurate data. Provides which one? Accurate data. For example, we want the students' data. Simple. There are a lot of data scientists who are there who will provide accurate data. Which student, which age, which college he is studying, etc. You could find a lot of information coming to you. On mobile, you get marketing information. Do you get marketing information? How do they get the data? Through the data science. Okay, for example, if you're a commerce student, only commerce-related courses will come, like CMA, CCA, India, or MBA, things like that will come. If you're a science student, that marketing information will properly go to them. So that is what is called as which one? Data science. Clear? Data or data science is which one? Assets. How data is an asset? For example, we get all India students' data of those who are doing CMA Inter, CMA Final, CA Foundation Inter Final. What is the advantage of this data? A person may not know about Bhagwatch, but we reach with our players, we reach with our demo classes, we reach with our lectures to them. If they're interested, they may join us. If they're interested, they may what? Join us. Okay, simple. How many of you saw my YouTube video and joined? The YouTube video put up introductory video and you joined. How many of you saw search engines, websites and joined? Okay, there is the data through search engines. Okay, you reach the target customers and sell the product and everything. How many of you joined by referrals from others? Okay, which means others should have knowledge about this academy is offering this course. Only they can refer to you. Only they can refer to you. Past they may be CMA students or CA students, but my academy is also offering CMA course. That data should have been used for the money. Data is definitely an asset. Data is definitely an asset. Structured data is definitely an asset where you communicate the information and get the revenues done, get the branding done, get the promotions done, etc. Clear? That is one. You can make the decision based on the data. You can leverage relevant information from the various organizations. Okay, for example, now till last year, I do not know, till last year, okay, the data was telling 80% face-to-face class students, 20% live online students for CMA Inter Foundation panel. That's why we had this premise. Like we had 120, 60, 40, 30, like that. Okay, this year the same strength is there, but 80% live online, 20% face to face. Now, this data is available. Whatever may be the academy, all academies give information that 80% of the students attend live online only, 20% come to face to face. How this data can be used as an asset? Whether we have to keep the premise or vacate the premise. Yes, what is the use of keeping 250 capacity where only 60 is coming? 30% is only used, but whereas you're using what 200% capacity, 200 people capacity, and you're paying rent for that. So utilization of assets shrinking or increasing in the market. Clear, ரொம்ப simple. IBM data, IBM it was running at a heavy loss. It was running at a heavy loss. They have done a research. Why we are not able to run successfully. Then data gave the information. You are having large employee space. You are having large fixed costs. You are having large operating costs. Everything is large. So you are not able to cater to the need of small client. You are not able to cater to the need of which one? Small client, like what Google does or what Microsoft does. You are not able to cater to the need of individual client, small client. You are very big, so you are not able to cater. So they analyze the data. Then that's why they wrote. I hope you would have gone through the book. If you type here, there is a time go through that. Why elephant can't dance? Why elephant can't dance? Why elephant can't dance? They are big. They cannot dance. So IBM Corporation book are based on that only the book was written. You are so big that you cannot dance to the tune of the industry. So what happened is they resized, reduced, refreshed, run. The 4R models reduce, resize, refresh, and run. Then they shrink, they refreshed, they changed attitude, then they again started running kind of a thing. Clear? So the data will help you to understand, to size, to scale up or scale down, or to refresh or restart. All those things, what will give you? Data science will give you. Okay, we'll do data mining after the break. We'll do which one? Data mining after the break.